It's really hard this morning. I have no idea why. Maybe because it's still rainy and cloudy. Usually I get up like poop super easily. What's happening here? Oh, my hair in the morning always does something weird. Okay, makeup time. I'm gonna add some lights. Even though I do have a great light, natural light. Oh boy, I need more. Okay. It's very important when you do makeup to have a great light. Even better if you can have the natural light from outside. I always start with my concealer. This one is the Perfect Fit Ultra Hydrating Concealer with hyaluronic acid, 1%, Annabelle. And personally, I just take my finger to spread a little bit the product. I think there's no better tool than using your finger because it does have the skin texture. And I don't put too much, you know, I just gonna choose this area because if you put too much in this area, for example, when you smile, it's gonna appear way more intense. Like, you don't want necessarily to put it there. You don't need to anyway. If you're, for example, very dark here, I think it's your natural beauty and you should try to find a makeup style that would work with that. I think it's a maybe better option than just try to hide it, play with it. And I think it can be cute, dark circles, so it's more like, I don't know, it can give like a more dark, sexy vibe. Maybe. Okay, the next step that I do usually, I take my big brush and you have a pink blush, and I do have a bronzer that I think is from Revlon too. Add some pink blush. I smell because it helps showing my cheeks. Like that. And I go, yeah. Just like there's no really product on my brush, but still I'm brushing it on the side just to give it a more natural look. Honestly, there's not much on my brush, so it doesn't do much. For as long as I put the product here. I think I'm gonna do just one side so you can see better. Already you can see it's more pink. So this is the, now I'm gonna use the bronzer and gonna start more here. Do the same kind of process. Whoops. Usually I do my eyebrows and it's also Revlon. I didn't know I was so much into Revlon, but yeah, apparently. So thank you, Revlon. I'm just gonna, as you can see, like it's almost grayish, you know, my hair is black, but my skin under is very white and there's little spots that are missing. So, I mean, it's a little bit bad. But by applying a little bit of this, I'm gonna try to be really in the center of my eyebrows. A little bit in this area. And the reason why I'm doing I'm applying it in the middle is just because I want to keep the natural look of my eyebrows. If I go over, I'm gonna lose the natural part, I think. And I do have this, I don't know how you say that, but I think it's like an eyebrow brush. And I'm gonna like brush my eyebrows like that. So I'm going up to put it that way, and then I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see, there's like more of a line. See, there's no line, And here you can see a little bit more of it. So what I'm doing is like I'm brushing it. It just fills a little bit of the little spot that have nothing, you know? But in my opinion, it feels more natural than just like go with a big pen and go over and under the eyebrows. And with the brush, like by brushing it, you remove a little bit of the product and it gives a little bit of a stroke feeling to your eyebrow. I think I'm gonna go with that palette of color. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Contour Kit, and you know, it's more those colors. I don't have a lot of the darker one anymore, so I'm gonna use another palette. Nothing fancy about it. It's a changeable fantasy press makeup. Just something that I bought at the pharmacy. I think it was for Halloween, because I really wanted to have like the flashy colors. Never really use it, except for the darker colors that can be really helpful. So I don't really use tools. Like I really use my finger. I think it's the best tool you can have, and it's super cheap, okay? With the best texture. But I get it, you lose products when you do that. So just to have a little bit of shininess, I'm gonna apply just a little bit to the center of my eyelid. It's very subtle, as you can see. Oh yeah, it's too subtle. Wait, can you see more? After that, I'm gonna take this brush to take the darker color. If I can have, I'm tapping here to remove the excess and to make sure the product goes into the brush more evenly. And I'm gonna just start to this side, the corner. I'm gonna do it here, sorry. Sometimes I close my eyes just to make sure the powder doesn't go in my eyes. And I'm not trying to be perfect here. I'm just trying to make a little bit of shadow, a light smoky eyes. So I'm just doing a little bit of an extension to my eyes. Then I am going like that. So I did kind of the top of my eye, and I will just go under just a little bit, and I'm gonna cross the other line. And after that, you know what, I'm gonna keep that one and go into the more pink, and I'm gonna go just a little bit over it. Do the same process, except I won't go under my eyes this time. Now I'm taking the orange one. It's really shiny, it's really lovely. And I'm gonna add it more in this area. And usually maybe I can go, I do it under the eye, just a little bit. And I step out almost here. Sometimes I take a brush like that and I just to help me make a better shape, I brush the excess. And it really helps to blend. Okay, so I'm taking, by the way, this, it's a mist, okay? It's a mist. Spray it on my hand like that. Because what I'm gonna do is take this one, the thinner, okay? And I'm gonna take this, can you see? This color, okay? And mix it probably with the black. So I'm gonna start with the more brownish color here, okay? I want it just to be a little bit wet, not too much, because if you put too much water, the product won't stay on your face. It's just gonna slide and remove the other powder you already made. Usually I start here, very, very near of my lashes. So I start at the end, I go inwards. So it's gonna be a little bit thicker from this section to this section. This center to this section, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit thinner. I'm gonna add more mist because it's already dry. See, when it's like that, it's too much water. If it is like that, you just go on a part of your hand that doesn't have the product and you just tap, 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 tap. You can probably take a tissue, that will be better. Now I'm gonna add more product, so it's gonna be more powdery. And I hope that it's too watery at the moment. I keep doing it. Yeah, now it feels more what I want here. So I'm gonna do the same process, but very thin light. And I'm not gonna go completely to the corner of my eyes because I don't want to. It can happen when you close your eyes, the product will go under the side, under eyelid, and I don't want that. So I'm just making a very thin line. The cool thing with when you add a water, okay, and you mix your powder, you can turn any powder into a eyeliner, so it's really nice. And now I'm gonna go with the black powder, this one, and also mix it. You shouldn't do what I just did because you're gonna add some black in your brown powder, but maybe take another brush, clean one, add it on your end like that. Now I do have this is the new zone that I put it's more dry. It's a dry dark brown, and this is the black. So in here, I don't know if you can see, but it's still very wet. So what I'm doing is just putting my brush like that. I want a little bit of dry and black, okay? Now it's this thing that I want. I think it's because I'm an artist and I really love colors and the brushes and all, so you don't have to make it that intense, but I think it helps that I paint in life. So with the black, the dark brown black, now I'm really even closer to my eyelashes. I want it to be very fine, a fine line. And I'm gonna do just a little wing. So small. Okay, almost like the size of this brush. I'm gonna close my eyes. Usually it helps from my shape. Or just the fact that I'm changing the angle of my head. My eyes will go that way, so I have more space. It's easier to apply the makeup that way than if I'm like that. Understand? So it's too straight when I look it that way, so I'm gonna add a little bit of product to make it more curved. Okay. That looks good. After that, I'm gonna do my eyelashes. So what I love to do is use a eyelash curver, that thing. Okay, I'm using that. So I'm gonna insert my eyelashes, and I'm just pressing few times. I don't know if you can see, but it's already curved. Like you can see those are more straight and those are more curvy. Really works. I just bought a new, it's a cover curl. Exhibition is stretch and straighten mascara, water resistant. I love it, but there's so much product on it. I don't love that. So what I'm gonna do is just remove the excess by doing this. Oop. Okay. Really, I don't want that much of product because I really want the brush to separate my eyelashes when I'm gonna apply it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have like lashes that stick together and it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. So I'm gonna just recurve it just a little bit more. Yes, it's more intense, but by experience, I know they're gonna like relax very soon. And to help keep the curve, I'm just putting it at the top of my eyelashes, not from the under and to the top, because I think they're gonna be everywhere and they're just gonna go back to their natural curve. I mean, there's not a lot of curve with mine, but they're just so straight. Okay, so I'm doing that. It can help also to just, you can do that. It's like if you're brushing your eyelashes into the brush. Oh no. Okay, put some here, it's not that bad. And I try to not add too much of it. There's still a lot of product on this brush. I know I made a spot, but it's gone now. Okay, I think it's, yes. Yeah. But because I don't know if you can see, but in the middle here, it's stuck together and I don't like that. Oh my god, there's a lot of product. And I really love to rotate my my face, because when I rotate my face, depending on the eye's position, my eyelashes move in a different direction. So simple like that. Probably can use something more fancy than your fingers. I bet I'm using it anyway. It's free, you know. I have a good control with my fingers like that. If there's too much, I'm gonna just press it gently and remove the excess. Okay. It's not my favorite mascara, but just because there's too much product, maybe after a couple of times it's gonna be a little better. And I just added a little bit under my eyes. Not too much, really. Because the reason is, if you apply too much mascara, it will dry and it will fall under your eyes. So you'll have a lot of crumbles of mascara during the day. Don't want that. So yeah, I press just the excess when it's just like a chunk of mascara. I don't like that. I'm gonna need to wash my hands because I wanna use my hands, but it's just full of makeup now. Look. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so the next step that I love to do is my lips. I don't have a product in here. Damn it, I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, I'm so in love with this product. It's called City Lips. I saw it online first and I was like, yeah, sure. It's supposed to plump your lips and give it, to give it a nice glow with a great tint and to plump it. But really, oh, can I do half of my lips just to show you? I'm gonna try. I don't know. But maybe you'll be able to see the difference. Me too. I want to see the difference. So I'm gonna do that. I don't put too much of it. Like, I just want to show my lips before. Okay? And okay. It's so weird to put it only on one side. And honestly, I think it works. It doesn't tingles at all. That's what I like about it. And it tastes and smells so good. And it's gonna just be a little bit more reddish. I love it. And what I tend to do is mix a normal, creamy lipstick with it. And I just add a little bit of product, just a little bit, just to give. I'm wondering if I should wait to show you after a few seconds, minutes, I don't know. I'm gonna wait a little, just to see the difference. So what I'm gonna do in between is take this NYX palette that I dropped once and it's broken. And I'm gonna take a new brush and take this, can you see? Take this, it's a Illuminator powder. So I tap and I tap it like that. Just, I want the powder to go inside the brush a little. And boop. I just put it usually at the top of my nose. A little bit here, because I do have a curvy nose. I always say nose. A curvy nose. There's too much product here. You. Okay. So I feel like it can maybe help direct the light a little bit more here to balance everything. I don't think it works, but why not? I'm gonna add a little bit more, do the same process. The other area I use the product on is here. Okay, doing the same process, and just here, not here, not here, not here, here. And just a little bit here too, but only after I put the makeup here, because I just want a teeny bit of it, like something more natural. I can even add it a little bit in the end here, but like mostly where I want it to be more intense would be here, and the tip of my nose. But also I remove it just by tapping my finger on it, because I don't want it to be too much powdery. And yeah, can you see my lips? Can you see my lips? Like, it's way, well, you can see there's like a little tint, and it's all natural because it's transparent, so it looks more like full because it removes, I don't know if you can see, but it does remove the wrinkles in your lips ish. It doesn't really remove it. I think it's just like the gloss effect, but well, it works in that sense. So I'm gonna continue my lips now. As I was mentioning earlier, I'm using this, and I just tap a little bit of the product on my lips and I blend it. Kind of hard because it's just one side of my lips. Okay, and I take like a pink pencil for my lips, and I only added. You see, I do this line, so I just define a little bit more this area. The line. And it helps to smile sometimes. Seriously, I didn't go over my lips. I really didn't. I just started by smiling, and I'm starting from this corner and go inside. No, sorry. I started this corner and I go to the center of my lips. So that movement, you know, not like that. And I think it's just because it helps do a more beautiful curve. It's more stable. I can see the difference. So, look at this. It's not a lot of makeup, honestly, and it does a good job. Now you know my tricks. Nothing special here, just a little bit of tips and tricks for you if you didn't know stuff like that. So I'm gonna do the other side, and I'm gonna try to hurry up because I need to go back to real life, you know? Like, I need to start working. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna show you after how it looks. Just see the difference. Forgot to mention, but this product is so nice. It's by Glow Recipe and it's Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. It smells so good. Seriously, it smells like watermelon. And it's also it gives ultimate glow and brightening. And also I need, what I do, I'm gonna add the same Illuminator that I was talking earlier. I'm adding it just here and this area. Tap, tap, tap. sure it's not too powdery. All right, yep. I'm just adding a teeny drop, as you can see. And I'll make sure my finger is clean. It is, yes. I just tap through. I just want a teeny bit, okay, of it. And what I'm gonna do is go over the place I added already the Illuminator powder, and the strong area I will really choose for that is here. I don't know, can you see? Like, it's really gonna catch the light. It's incredible. Of course it's gonna dry and be less intense a little bit later, but do the same on this side. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. There was not enough. And I'm gonna do exactly the same for this area. This one. And I like to go over my, sometimes even my eyebrows, because it's just the excess, honestly. There's not much, but it can be used as a gel, like if you want your eyebrows to stay in a certain position, like, and it's more like intense. It gives it's very subtle, but it adds a little bit of shine on your eyebrows. So even if you do have extra, you can put it on your hair, you know, just a tip that is dry. That's what I do. It's not used to for that, but I don't care. No waste in here, okay? Okay? And even I could add it here, but I try to avoid to put too much stuff here, you know, on my nose. Yeah, that's it. That's my look. That's how I do it. So thank you so much for being with me. I know it's a little bit. Is it okay? My makeup is okay. I think it's just the light at the moment. There's more light coming from here, so it seems less intense. It's fun. I don't care. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to stay with me and to hear what I have to say. If you liked the video, yeah, you can leave a thumbs up. And if you're curious to get to know me a little bit, or get to new tips and tricks, or you can subscribe. And I hope I'm gonna see you in the future. Too much project. Always, by the way, extra tip. I always tap in my fingers in those area to remove the excess. And if you want to check, I know it's weird to do right now, but like when you know, you can tap on a tissue and press and remove the excess, but I don't want to lose the gloss effect, and also you'll have tissue probably on your lips. You don't want that. So there's a trick I've learned a long time ago. You can use your finger and just like kiss your finger. I know it's weird to do on camera, but it's just like, and see, can you see? Yeah, there's like the excess of only the inside of your lips will go there, which is really nice because this will prevent to go on your teeth. So okay, that was an extra one. Yeah. So thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful time, day or night, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Take care. Bye.